Hello friends and welcome to my channel, and today I am going to tell you two board games that you can give to your 4-year-old, 3 or 4-year-old. Generally we don't find so many board games for such young kids like 3 or 4 years. Obviously there are many board games, a variety of board games for ages 6 plus, but there is a limited number of variety as far as the children below 6 years are concerned. So the two board games that my son, who is 4.5-year-old, really loves to play is, one is Sequence for Kids and another game is Pixu. So we'll go one by one. First, let me tell you about the game Sequence for Kids. It says ages through 3 to 6. Number of players that can play the game is 2 to 4, and the instructions are given inside in the language English and Spanish. You might have heard the sequence game. The sequence game, another variant, is available for the adults for 8 plus or 6 plus, but this is a game for kids and it says Sequence for Kids. It has a folding game board, as you can see in the picture. It has 42 playing cards, playing chips, and the instruction manual in Spanish and English. It is made in China. It's good to tell you that, mention that in the video, because if you are a strong opposer of these goods, then this is not recommended for you. This I got from the local store for 490 rupees. In Amazon it is available at a higher rate, but I also found one seller who was selling it for 499 plus delivery charge in Amazon. Rest sellers, they were selling it for more than 550 bucks. So it's better to buy it from the local vendor. Another thing, I'll just open the game and tell you. Okay, these are from the inside of the game. Previously I had very high expectations with the game. I thought the board especially would be very sturdy and very good looking, but it's not like that. I thought the cards would be very good in color and the quality, but don't create high expectations, because the card quality is also very poor. The colors are not that cool, but yeah, it's okay. Not much a problem. So this is a board, like it folds up like this. So it's quite compact and opens up like this. So as you can see in the board, there are pictures of so many animals, and there are the picture repeats themselves twice. For example, if this is a moose, there would be another moose in here. If there is a turtle here, there would be another turtle on the board game. So there are two pictures of the same animal. Okay, and these are the free spaces. Like, I'll tell you how we'll play. There are 42 cards and there are chips of 4 colors, and this is the manual, instruction manual. So how to play this game is that, for example, I'll tell you, if there are 2 players, first we will distribute 3 cards to all the players. Since my kid is learning to play, what we do is, we don't hide the cards, like we display it upside down so that I can also see his cards and guide him how to play. So we keep the cards like this only. Okay, so game begins from one player picking the card. First you have to match an animal on the board, and you have to make sure that the first move that you do, you place an animal that is nearer to these 4 free spaces, because in this game you need to make a sequence. Now the sequence can be vertically, the sequence can be horizontally, the sequence can be diagonally, and the sequence is to be made with 4 chips. So you have to smartly place your card nearer to this free space, because when you are making a sequence of 4 chips, this is considered as a chip, right? So for example, what I will do is I will try to place a card from these 3 which is nearer to the free space. Now I can see the moose is nearer, so I'll place the moose, I'll place my chip on the moose. So what I did was, in making a sequence, I already put 2 chips. So now I will need only these 2 animal cards to make a sequence. So the first move should be to place a chip around these free spaces. Now since I have put the chip, I'll take a card, because at any point of time a player should have 3 cards with them. Now another player's turn will come, and similarly they will try to place a card nearer to the free spaces. And once the winner is the one who has a higher number of sequence of 4 chips. One sequence equal to 4 chips. Now what this is a game. Now there are unicorn and a dragon card there. What the unicorn card means, you can place your chip on any space. So fortunately, luckily, if you get this card from the pack, what you can do is, when you play this card, for example, your sequence is almost about to be done. For example, this is the 3 chips that I got. Now my only gorilla is pending, but I don't have a gorilla in my cards. So what I can make this unicorn as a gorilla, and bingo, my 1 sequence is complete. See this, 1 2 3 4, and 1 sequence is complete. Similarly, there is a dragon card inside this, but what the difference is, this says remove any chip. For example, my opponent gets this dragon card, so what he can do is he can remove any of the chip. For example, this is a sequence that is already made, and if he uses this dragon card and removes my chip, so my sequence is destroyed. I am left with no sequence. So this is how the game is, and my son really enjoys it. It takes some time. When you are playing the game, you need at least 20 to 25 minutes if you are only 2 players, and if there are 3 players, the time taken is less. So this is a comparatively easy game, but at the same time the child has to use his observation, to see where he can best place his card, and he has to use his brain concentration to build a sequence. So this is a good game. Even we as an adults can enjoy it. If you have any questions relating to this game, you can tell me in the comment box. Okay, so I'll wind up this later. Second game that I'm going to tell you about is the game named Pixu, and it is by the brand Kadu. This is a variant of the Jungle Book. There is another variant of the Lion King. So whichever your child is interested in, whether the Jungle Book or the Lion King, you can order it. Now this is very much made in India. See, it's written here. It's conceived and developed in India. So, and it costed me 499 rupees. Yeah, I got it from Amazon. It's not available in the local market. I got it from Amazon at 490 at the MRP only. Now there is it's simple and engaging with loads of fun, and there is an instruction manual. There are 60 hexagonal tiles and 60 tokens. Now it's a puzzle and a pattern matching. I'll open it and show it to you. Okay, so there are 60 hexagonal tiles. I have not put all the 60 here. And there are 60 tokens also of 4 different colors, and number of players that can play is 2 to 4. So now each hexagonal piece, if you see, it consists of 3 characters, the body parts of 3 characters, the 3 characters that were in the film The Jungle Book, that is a Bagheera, Mowgli and the tiger, the Sher Khan. Yeah. So if you see this hexagon card, it has a body part of Mowgli, Bagheera and Sher Khan. This too will have a body part of Mowgli, Bagheera and Sher Khan. So every piece will have some or the other body part of a particular character. So what you have to, the game begins with one player placing a card in the middle. Now the second player, these cards would be distributed equally first between the two players, or any number of players that are there. So for example, I am having these cards and the another player is having these cards. One player has already put a card in. Now it's my turn. I will pick up a card and I will try to match it, just like a jigsaw puzzle that we do, right? So since this is not matching, I'll put it here. Okay. Similarly, again, the first players, and he will try to match the body part. See. It's my turn. I will try to match the body part of the character. So see, this character is being built. Just showing you how to play. Like, it's my turn, and yeah, this is matching. Why I am playing the game is I want to show you how a player will win. For example, see, now this is the structure that is created. Now another player's turn is it. There, he picks up the card, he tries to match, he tries to complete the character. Now if you see, there are body parts of 3 characters, but which body part will complete the character? I think this is completing the character. So the Mowgli, one character is made. So that person would put his chip in the middle. Likewise, all the players will try to complete the character, and later on, in the end, the winner will be the one who is left with no chips. No cards. Right, so if all the cards are exhausted first, so I will be the winner. That is the way how we play this game of Pixu. So this serves 2 things. It's also a board game. Secondly, it is also a jigsaw puzzle. Like the child has to concentrate. He has to observe which body part is completing the character. So it involves a lot of concentration, lot of observation. And when the structure, as it grows and grows bigger, more and more observation is required. So I think these 2 are the ideal games for a 4-year-old. If your 3.5-year-old is also able to sit and show some patience, you can introduce the game to a 3.5-year-old also. Plus, the benefit of the board game is that your child learns to sit at one place for a continuous time of 20 or 25 or 30 minutes. That's a specialty. That's, I think, a best part of any board game. Secondly, the observation, the amount of observation a child is required, the amount of concentration that a child is required to display is tremendous. I think board games are very useful for children in their problem solving and concentration and memory building. So I suggest you buy these games and have a happy time with your child. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more of such board games. I hope the video is helpful to you, because it's very difficult to find board games for children of such a young age, and I think this video is much useful to you. Thanks. Bye bye.